Last night I got to check out the new movie Novocaine, and all I can say is,
Ow!
hi everyone, my name is Bob and welcome to Was It Good, where I give you my movie and TV show reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the new film Novocaine that stars Jack Quaid and is directed by Dan Burke and Robert Olson. Now before I get into this review, I do want to let you know that this review is going to be spoiler free, as I'm going to try to limit it to only what's in the trailers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you don't need to worry about anything being spoiled. Now if you have seen it, I'd like to know what you thought. Why don't you go ahead and share your comments in the comment section below? Let me know. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Is this a movie that you were looking forward to? What did you think of the overall premise? I'd really like to know what you thought. As always, don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Now let's get to it. When the girl of his dreams gets taken hostage during a bank robbery, a man turns his inability to feel pain into an unexpected advantage as he fights a bunch of thugs in order to get her back. Now, after seeing the trailers to this became one of my most anticipated films of the year.
You serious?
It looked like it could be a fun action movie with a little bit of comedy and romance mixed into it, so I decided to go ahead and check it out. What did I think? First off, I think the premise to this movie is a lot of fun, is you've got Nathan Kane, who's got a condition known as CIP, or congenital insensitivity to pain, where with this condition, he doesn't feel pain at all.
No pain. No pain.
No pain.
And that's actually quite dangerous, as he could have a very serious problem and he wouldn't even know it because he doesn't feel pain at all. So he lives a very quiet life as an assistant manager for a bank that he works at. And he tries to stay away from people, but he ends up having this boy meets girl moment with this girl that works at the bank with him. And she turns out to be the girl of his dreams. And there's this bank robbery that happens, and she's taken hostage as the bank robbers leave. And it's at this point that the movie really takes off, and it's a lot of fun because Novocaine, or Nathan Kane, and as we call him in the movie Novocaine, throws caution into the wind and rushes out to save her.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
And as he tries to save her, the creators of this film really play with this premise that he can't feel pain, and they show this in a lot of creative ways. And as you can see from the trailer, it's actually a lot more than this, as he gets shot, stabbed, burned, flipped upside down. He's in a car wreck.
Oh, come on!
And yes, it's ridiculous, but that's the real fun of the premise, as you're seeing what he can experience without dying, and will he be able to save the love of his life. So I really enjoyed the premise to this one. Next, I think the movie has some really cool action sequences, as there's some good chase scenes, fist fights, gun fights, knife fights. There's all sorts of stuff that's going on in this one. And there's some real tense moments. And as you're seeing the limits as to what Novocaine can experience, they really play with the idea, and they come up with some creative fight sequences. So I really enjoyed the action in this one as well. As far as the casting goes, I think it was pretty good, as Jack Quaid plays Novocaine, and he brings a real innocence to the role because, again, he's very reserved and he kind of stays away from people early on, but you see him go outside of his comfort zone in order to rescue the woman that he loves. And I thought that Jack Quaid really made that believable, as you see all the stuff that Novocaine's willing to do in order to save her, and I thought he brought a great energy to the role. He also had some good comedic timing through parts of the film. One of my favorite moments is where he's being tortured and he actually had to pretend that he was in pain.
No, stop it.
He had some great moments in this movie, and overall, I enjoyed his performance. Jacob Batalon, who we know as Ned from Spider-Man,
I won't turn into a supervillain and try to kill you.
comes in once again to play the sidekick, and although he does not have a very big role in the movie, he does have some of the best comedic moments in the film, so overall, I enjoyed his role. Also, you got Amber Midthunder, who plays Sherry, the love interest, and I thought she was pretty good. Now, I do think that her character could have been written a little bit better, but overall, I enjoyed her performance, and I thought the rest of the cast was pretty good as well. Now, there's two very specific things that I want to mention here. First off is that last third of the film felt like the weakest part of the movie for me. Part of that is because it felt like it was going to end at one moment and then it just kept going. And I don't think that that last part was as interesting for me, as they pushed the limits probably a little bit too far as to what Novocaine could experience. And I thought it became a little bit too far-fetched. And don't get me wrong, it's already far-fetched up to that point, but it probably got a little bit more so during that last third. And I just thought that it carried on a little bit too long. They probably could have shaved a little bit of time off the movie and then it would have been perfect. And then the second thing has to do with a twist with one of the characters. I thought they revealed it too early. They revealed it kind of at the beginning of the second act. And I think if they had waited until the third act of the film, I think it would have really added more to that, because once that twist happened, it kind of changed the dynamic of the movie for me and the way I felt. And if they had held on to that a little bit longer, it really would have kept up the intensity and the urgency that I felt early on. So I really think that they should have left that twist off till later in the movie. Real quick before I get into my final thoughts, just a reminder to go ahead and check out the other videos on my channel. Maybe I've reviewed something that you're interested in, or something that you've seen already and you'd like to let me know what you thought about it. Also, for those that are interested, I do have another YouTube channel with a couple of my friends where we put on a show called Dad's Turn to Talk. This is an opportunity for three dads to get together and talk about the things that we want to talk about, including movies, sports, pop culture, and have a little bit of fun at each other's expense. The link to that channel will be in the description below. Final thoughts. Was it good? I thought this movie was good old-fashioned dumb fun. I really had a good time with this one, as it had some great action, some comedy, and a little bit of romance mixed in. Overall, I just had a lot of fun going to see this. Now, I don't think that this movie is going to be for everybody, as it can get pretty violent, but if you're looking for just some good old-fashioned dumb fun and you like action movies, I say go ahead and check it out, because I think you'll probably enjoy it. Now, if you're still watching this long, I'd like to thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.